Are you feeling a little tired? Okay, well, we can just enjoy going through our herbal book at just a slow pace. I'm a little sleepy also. In fact, I have some chamomile tea right here with a little bit of ashwagandha in it, and it's delightful. Yes, very, very nice. So, I grabbed a few of my favorite books to go through with you. You have some too, okay? And we can just kind of compare and contrast because this is almost like getting around planning time for if we're gonna put our herbal garden in. And I know how much you love your medicinal teas, and so do I as well. So I was just going to go over some that I thought would go best in our garden and like what they're for. And if you would like to share some of your thoughts with me, I'll take some notes. Okay, so I will let you know first which one kind of jumped out at me the most. I'll just start with one. It's not necessarily like my favorite, but these are definitely the top ones that jumped out at me. So I'll say one and then you can tell me yours, and I'll take notes, and then I'll let you know another one, and we can just kind of go back and forth like that. And I know we can't do them all, so we'll just have to decide which ones are best. Maybe we have some of the same ones. So I'll start first. Or do you want to? Okay, I'll start first. Okay, so I was thinking I really like Feverfew. I know a lot of people, close relatives and friends who suffer with head pain. Head pain, do you too? Yeah, a little bit of one right here. Okay, well, Feverfew can help with head pain and migraines, and so I thought that would be a really good one to put in our medicinal herb garden. I'll just tell you a little bit about it if you want to kind of sip on your tea. It actually has Feverfew in there. Yeah, I knew you said your head was kind of congested, so you can just sip on it and listen. Okay, so Feverfew, it says that it says it's really good for migraine. In 1973, the wife of a doctor ended her 50-year history of migraines with a course of Feverfew. A detailed scientific investigation got underway in clinical trials in Britain during the 1980s. The herb was shown to be an effective remedy for migraines. Just kind of touch your head, maybe I can help. I'm sorry, I know the pain of a migraine. I know it's not a migraine yet, but let's try to prevent that. Maybe that tea will help. And just relax. Okay. And it says further clinical trials across Europe, including one in 2006, that combined Feverfew and willow bark. That might be another one. Ability feverfew's ability to treat migraine. The clinical trials indicate feverfew may need to be taken long-term for 6 months or more for full effect. It also helps with rheumatoid arthritis. So, it can also be used for fevers to help lower body temperatures. And for migraines and headaches, for fevers, for gynecological issues, arthritis. And there's really good reasons to grow that herb, in my opinion. And its key actions are it's an anti-inflammatory and analgesic, reduces fever, anti-rheumatic, and promotes menstrual flow. Okay, so let's see. Habitat and cultivation would be important because, you know, depending on where we live, can we grow it? A lot of herbs are pretty hardy though, and you can grow them most anywhere. So this says originally from southeastern Europe, feverfew is now common throughout Europe, Australia, and North America. It can be propagated from seed or cuttings and prefers well-drained soil and sun. The leaves are picked as required, and the aerial parts as a whole are harvested in summer when the plant is in flower. The parts that we would use are the aerial parts and the leaves. So this is what it looks like. So we can use fresh leaves, or we can even make it into a tincture and take 10 drops a day for long-term prevention of migraines. And tinctures are pretty easy to make. I have many recipes for that. So we could even make it into capsules. But now I'd like to hear what you have. So I will take some notes. Okay, so I got my notebook out and I'm just gonna write down the different ideas we have. And then we can kind of go through and figure out how many we're able to do and take care of, and just exactly which ones we want to keep or cross off. If we want to cross any off, I don't know yet. But so first is feverfew. Not as but and migraines, arthritis, menstrual, and tinctures or teas. Just like the main thing that we want to do is make teas. So I'm curious to hear what your idea is. Oh, passion flower. Okay, passion flower. Okay, let me take some notes. Sometimes, you know me, I like to talk out loud as I'm writing, so. Passion flower. Okay. beautiful in the herb garden also, with that purple and yellow and pink. Okay. Sedative and tranquil properties. Okay. And what about the habitat and cultivation? Do you know where it grows best? Do you know if it would grow here? Okay. Habitat and cultivation. Okay, so native to the southern U.S. Okay. Okay. To the southern U.S. And what are like the main reasons for you? Oh, okay. It's a sedative, a mild sedative, and tranquilizing. Okay. It's antispasmodic. Okay. Okay. Do you know what parts you use? Okay. Okay, that would be really good in a tea. I do enjoy passion flower tea. I know that it is a mild sedative, and it does, at night when I take it, it does really help me get sleepy. Yeah, sleepy. So, that would be a good nighttime tea. Yeah, so tea. Even like with the fever, if you really kind of wanted to like knock yourself out and be able to just go and sleep off a headache, we could combine those two. That would be a really good combo herbal medicinal tea. The passion flower mixed with the fever. Passion flower tea. Passion flower tea. For night. That would be nice. Okay. Oh, and for pain relief. Okay. Pain. Alright, so I like that one. I think that's a great idea. I would like to share with you my next herb. Okay. And it probably like goes without saying for me. This is just a really common herb that a lot of people like to use, and you might be able to guess what it is. Not everyone, but most people think it has a really lovely smell, and it's soft, and it helps to relax you. A lot of people use it as a perfume and soaps and body products, and it is used like in some heated rice bags that you can heat up and put across your shoulders, or eye masks. And the oils are really good for your skin. Do you know what it is? It's a lavender color. And in fact, yes, it is lavender. So, lavender is like my top 5 for sure. And there's different kinds. I love English lavender, or like, I guess it's lavender officinalis. It's officinalis. It is the kind that you can eat, and you can. I would never want to like eat or enjoy Spanish lavender, but this kind that I'm talking about this, and I have made essential oil roller balls out of it just to wear and use on my skin if I have a burn or a cut or something. And it also helps keep bugs away, and it helps certain bugs, and it's just very relaxing. So it's a natural antimicrobial and a strong antiseptic, and it relieves pain. So there's a lot of really nice things about lavender. Not only that, it's a natural antidepressant and anxiety reducer. There have been studies done on lavender, and it really does help to kind of like ease the mind and almost act like just like a natural sedative as well. So you can use it for perfume or medicinal. So now we will learn a little bit more about it. Lavender is an important relaxing herb, but is better known for its sweet, scented aroma than for its medicinal properties. It became popular as a medicine during late Middle Ages, and in 1620, it was one of the medicinal herbs taken to the New World by the Pilgrims. It was described by the herbalist John Parkinson in 1640 as being of especial good or use for all griefs and pains of the head and brain. Yeah, and sometimes people might think, well, that was a long time ago, things have changed. A lot of new studies have come out, but it's just been tried and true over the years, throughout the years. So, the habitat and cultivation, I've lived from the west coast to the east coast, and you can grow this herb pretty much anywhere. It might be more hardy in certain places, but it will still grow, and you might have to put a little bit more effort in maybe, but you can still grow it. So let's see here. So lavender oil is taken internally, and it can help relieve generalized anxiety. It also shows antidepressant activity, and the key constituents: volatile oil up to 3%, flavonoids. The key actions, again, the antispasmodic, relieves anxiety, and antidepressant. The parts used, you can use the flowers, and we can make tinctures and teas and massage oils. I also make soap and lip balm and body butters and use it in that as well. So there is a lot of information on lavender that's associated with back pain, bites and stings from insects, burns and sunburn, earache, headaches and migraine, insomnia, neuralgia, stiff and aching joints. So I would love to grow this one in our medicinal tea garden. Okay, your turn. Okay, so lavenders are really good for anxiety and just kind of winding down. So maybe this will be a medicinal sleepy time tea garden. So I see. Okay, so German chamomile. And I know a little bit about this one, but do you want to fill me in with more information? Okay, so habitat and cultivation. Let's see. Okay, so kind of like lavender, it'll kind of grow anywhere as long as you're taking care of it. Right, because like mint, you could just put it in the ground and it spreads like weeds. You have to be really careful, but this might need a little extra love and attention. Okay. So the key actions, what is that? Okay, anti-inflammatory. Anti-allergenic. Very good. Good. Anti-spasmodic. Relaxant. And carminative. Okay. So it can help digestion also. That's really good to know. So it could be like a tummy time soothing tea. Yeah. And this is, I've heard always that chamomile is like even gentle enough for a baby. And so is lavender. Lavender and chamomile go hand in hand also. So there's a lot of like lavender and chamomile lotions or things for babies out there. A lot of lavender and chamomile teas. So it really does complement each other. I think those two would pair really well in the garden. Okay, so good. Oh, and for bites and stings and eczema. Okay. And morning sickness. Sore and tired eyes, eczema, and colic. Very nice. So yeah, it's like encouraged even for babies for colic. Okay. And we can use the dried flowered heads. I have harvested this before and had a huge container because it'll come up every year, even though it's an annual. It'll let seeds off and then sprout back up where it was planted, and sometime farther along with the wind that carries it off. But yes, they are very, very like proficient, and you can gather the heads. Just kind of run your fingers along them and pop them up, lay them out on a paper towel, and just put another one over them and let them dry for a few days, and they're good to go. And it makes a lovely tea. It almost tastes like a mild sweet apple tea. And that's kind of like what it smells like too, is like a mild sweet apple tea. Mild sweet apple tea. Yes. So let's see, what else do I have? So my next one is calendula. And calendula is it's a beautiful orange flower, and it is native to southern Europe. it's very good for the skin. And like, it's good for digestive infections and athlete's feet and bites and stings and wounds and bruises, varicose veins, hives, diaper rash, and inflamed skin rashes and digestive infections. So this would be a good one. It's detoxifying and it helps to treat a bunch of things like fevers and infections and things like that. So I think that would be good. It also is a plant where we will use the flower heads and just dry them. And we can create ointments for burns with it. We can dry the flower heads and use it in tea. We can use creams a lot of the times to apply to cuts and grazes. It's like a really popular one. It's a good infusion for like a ringworm or thrush or something like that. We can do infused oil, tinctures, and yes, it is a very good one. So it can cleanse the liver. So I think that would be a really good one to do. What do you think? Okay. Okay, so I know we said we would just focus on 6 for now. So here is my last one. So my 3 are Feverview, Lavender, and Mullein. Some people call it Mullein.